what are your thoughts on dopamine detoxing? Because this is something I've been reading about where some people, they've taken this to extremes where they won't even look people in the eyes and things like this. And so I'd be interested to know your thoughts on dopamine detoxing and whether you've actually prescribed something similar to perhaps a patient.
They're on the right track, but they got it wrong. Okay. So there's two problems with dopamine detox, or dopamine fasting, as it's sometimes called. The first is that they not only deprive themselves of dopamine pleasures, they also deprive themselves of here and now pleasures. And that's a mistake. What they should be doing is maximizing the here and now pleasures. Dopamine pleasures are excitement, anticipation, feeling that your life is about to get better. But that's not the only kind of pleasure we can experience. The other pleasure is not about the future, but about the present. Those are feelings of satisfaction, fulfillment, contentment. Very, very different. Some people don't like that. It feels a little bit touchy-feely. They like the excitement of dopamine, not the quiet, it's enough of here and now. But if you focus on here and now pleasures, savoring the flavors of a meal without thinking about what's next, enjoying being with somebody you care about without thinking about where are we going to go after this, that can actually help resensitize your dopamine system. So they should be maximizing the social pleasures of looking people in the eye, enjoying conversations. They cut themselves off from delicious food. Sugary food, fatty food, salty food is dopaminergic, but how about enjoying a piece of fruit or a piece of whole grain bread? That's not dopaminergic, that's here and now. So the first mistake they make is throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Yes, stay away from those dopamine pleasures, but maximize the here and now. So they need to know the difference. The second mistake they make is that the brain adapts very, very slowly. And so a heroic effort of cutting yourself off from everything for 1 or 2 days, that's not going to change the brain. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And so I think it makes sense to make efforts to keep your dopamine system sensitized, but you don't do it with heroic efforts for 1 day. What you try to do is seek moderation. Try to cut out these dopaminergic blasts from pornography, drugs, social media, highly processed foods, whatever. Not all at once. Don't be heroic. A little bit at a time. Try to bring that down. The more you do that, the more sensitive your dopamine system will be, and the more you'll be able to enjoy the lasting joys of life.